the atmosphere. We are the voice. We are the energy. We are the noise. We are the kingdom. We are the vibe. We are the 12th man at Arrowhead Drive.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. I am your host, Kevin Britton, bringing you all your Chiefs content all year long right here on Stadium Drive Sports. And of course, if you guys ever have any questions for us, you can email us at stadiumdrivesports@gmail.com, or you can hop on our live stream every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, where myself and Sean Barr, the host of The Royal Way, come together and talk Chiefs and Royals all in one sitting. And we like to be able to answer your guys' questions there as well. So today on the 12th Man, we are going to be talking about the Chiefs defense this upcoming season and what are the expectations and some of the numbers that I think that we should be seeing out of some individual players and from the defense overall as well. So we will hop into that for you guys right after this.
Welcome, Royals Empire. You now have an informative, interactive show made right here in Kansas City and made just for the Royals fans. Hosted by me, Sean Barr. Let me take you down the Royal Way as you indulge yourself with some great Royals coverage along with coverage around the league. Plus a variety of fun segments. Might even learn a thing or two, even for the avid fan. Come join me. This is the Royal Way, only here on Stadium Drive Sports.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop right into it here today. So I'm going to start with some individual performances and what my expectations are for these individual players in this upcoming season for the Kansas City Chiefs defense. And we're going to start up front in the trenches, and we're going to talk about the three main contributors on the front of the defensive line. So that would be Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and George Karlaftis. So just quickly talking stat numbers, sacks specifically for these three guys up front. My expectations, I have Chris Jones with 11 sacks this upcoming year, Frank Clark with 6, and George Karlaftis also with 6. When we look at the secondary, looking at our 2 starting corners and our 2 starting safeties, and exploring the interception numbers for these 4 players, I have L'Jarius Sneed with 3 interceptions, Trent McDuffie with 2, Juan Thornhill with 3, and Justin Reed also with 3. And then the linebacker group, Willie Gay, Nick Bolton, and Leo Chanel, looking at total tackles and tackles for loss. I have Willie Gay with 80 tackles, 5 of them being for loss. I have Nick Bolton with 105 tackles, 15 of them being for a loss. And Leo Chanel with 70 tackles, 10 of which being for a loss. So just a quick look at kind of my expectations on individual performances that I expect to see this upcoming year. And as I like to keep it, these aren't like huge, lofty expectations. These are numbers that I feel are very realistic. But again, let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree with any of these predictions for the player stats. But let's look at the team as a whole, the defensive unit, and what I expect to see out of this defensive unit this year. I do expect to see some increases from where we were last year. So I have a few categories. I'll let you know what I expect, and then I'll let you know where that would have ranked based on last year's stats for the NFL. Starting off with points per game allowed. I have us at 21 points allowed per game for this upcoming season, which, looking at last year, that would have had us finishing 7th in the NFL for fewest points allowed per game. Passing yards, I have us 240 yards allowed, which would have equated to 21st place last year. Rushing yards, 105 yards allowed, which would have ranked us 9th last year. And then that equals out to total yards 345, which would have been 18th last year in the NFL for total yards allowed. Now, total sack numbers, I do expect an increase from what was basically an abysmal year last year for sack numbers for this team. We had decent pressures, but just didn't finish the job enough. But I think this upcoming season we should be looking about 37 sacks as a unit, which would have ranked 18th in the NFL last year. And then the last category, interceptions. I do like our secondary, and I have us with 18 interceptions this upcoming year, which would have ranked 8th place in the NFL last year for interceptions for a team. So if you look at this overall, looking at the points allowed, yards allowed, we're looking at 7th, 21st, 9th, 18th, and 8th. Puts us right there, kind of the middle of the pack of an overall defense. It would be somewhere, right there, 16, 17, 18 range for this defense. I think it's very realistic for this unit by season's end to be kind of right in the middle of the group in the NFL. But let me know what you guys think down below. How will this Chiefs defense finish this upcoming season? Where will they rank as an overall defense? I do believe that we should be falling somewhere around number 18. Let me know what you guys think as well. Always like to know your guys' thoughts and see if our thought processes are the same here for this team. So if you guys are new to the channel or if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. If you guys do like the video, like the content, go ahead, click that thumbs up. It lets us know you enjoy what we're doing here, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Till next time.